So,
How's it going? What do you want to talk about?
yeah, what is it? I agree with the last guy. It's wrong to be gay, and I do support Trump.
Which one do you want to talk about?
We could talk about either or. We can bring the other guy up on too. We can have him here.
2v1?
Well, me and him disagree on one point as well.
Oh, you guys are friends?
No. I don't know him at all. I swear to God. But he said he doesn't support
you're a
Trump.
Trump supporter. Yeah. So we're gonna do it. I mean, we could both of you can debate me on why it's wrong to be gay. You guys are not gonna debate each other. I don't know you there. I don't know you guys. So take it away. Why do you? Which one do you want to talk about? Choose a topic. Go ahead.
Okay, I guess we could do why I support Trump.
Okay. Why do you support Trump?
What is it? I like the remigration policy that's currently being pushed.
Which one?
The remigration, like what is it? Taking away birthright citizenship from what is it? What do you call it?
Failed.
From anchor babies.
Yeah, the executive order was deemed unconstitutional, so it's not a policy.
Yeah, that doesn't mean what is it? That's what I would still support it, even if it failed.
Policy,
Still try to do it, you know.
It's not a policy. You said you like his remigration policy. That's not a policy.
Well, like that's just. Sorry, let me recorrect my stance. Then the remigration campaign. Then.
So you're anti-constitution, right?
Anti-constitution. Where does it say in the Constitution? The
14th Amendment.
15th Amendment.
14th Amendment.
Well, but can you read that out loud for us, please?
Do you want me to read you verbatim what the 14th Amendment says?
It's only a paragraph.
I'm asking you a question, yes or no?
Yeah, read it.
Perfect. Let me put it up. All persons born or naturalized in the United States and subject to the jurisdiction thereof are citizens of the United States and of the state where they reside. No state shall make or enforce any law which shall abridge the privileges or immunities of citizens of the United States, nor shall any state deprive any person of life, liberty, or prosperity without due process of law, nor deny to any person within its jurisdiction the equal protection of law.
Okay, well, I still, even under that jurisdiction, it wouldn't be unconstitutional because
It says all persons born or naturalized in the United States are subject to the jurisdiction thereof and are citizens of the United States.
These
all
anchor
persons
babies
born,
don't grant their parents citizenship.
Hold on, that's how it is. All persons born in the United States are subject to the jurisdiction thereof and are citizens of the United States. It doesn't matter if you want to call them anchor babies.
Hold on,
they're still citizens, and it's still
I'm willing to give you
unconstitutional.
some ground here. If you're willing to say that if you're born here, you can have citizenship, but then their parents don't have citizenship, then
Their parents
under
don't have
that reading,
citizenship.
huh?
Their parents don't have citizenship.
Yeah, and therefore their parents should be deported by that reading, right?
I don't agree with mass deportation. No, that's a pivot to the topic.
Okay, so then hold on, that's not a pivot. That's not a pivot. No, hold on, because you're saying, oh, well, it's not constitutional. That was your reasoning. Well, it's constitutional to deport their parents, right?
It is. Yes, people can be deported. Yes.
Not
I
people,
disagree
their
with that.
parents. Say yes to the parents.
Undocumented
Mommy and
immigrants
daddy can be deported, right?
Yes, undocumented immigrants can be deported. Yes.
Yes, mommy. Okay, so yes, mommy and daddy can be deported. Good. So you can
fetish,
say,
like for being degraded.
what are you talking about?
It's just a question. Do you have like a kink
No.
for being degraded?
No, how you degraded me?
Are you a white person?
I'm half white, yeah.
Okay. Sure.
So okay.
So I don't
can you
agree
answer
with
my
mass
question.
deportation.
You just
What was your question? Take it away.
yeah. So how are you degrading me?
No, you seem like a person who likes being degraded.
Well, you conceded that parents of immigrants that are anchor babies should be deported or can be.
I never,
at least.
I never said they should be.
You said they can be.
When did I deny they can't? When did I say they can't? That's not a concession. If I never
what is
disagreed
it?
with you,
So what is
that's
it?
not a
So
concession,
therefore,
buddy.
that's
That's
what
like me
that's-
saying.
you
That's
asked
like me
me-
saying, "Hey, you just conceded that 2 + 2 = 4, bro. It's 2
that's
+
what
2
I'm
=
saying.
4,
I'm
right?
for.
You just
I like-
conceded.
I like that
buddy,
Trump is doing
yo,
that.
you just conceded. W concession. Yo, 2 + 2 = 4. W concession. Can we get some W concession? Do you see how stupid that sounds?
Well,
I never disagreed
I'm
with
saying
that.
that's
You
why I
fucking
like Trump.
dumbass.
You asked me why I like Trump, right?
Yeah.
And I said because he's deporting people like
No, that's
like
false.
people-
False. That's false. You said you support him because of executive order, his remigration policy.
I didn't say
that bans
executive
anchor
order. When I
babies.
say executive order,
The remigration policy, which is referenced.
I said
when
I
you were
corrected
referencing
that,
the
didn't I?
anchor babies.
I corrected that.
But you just
I
said
corrected that.
what you just said when you came.
corrected that. I said
what you just
campaign.
said is you came on here and talked about his immigration, but then you said you were then we were talking about anchor babies. So that's not why you came up here. You came up here to talk about birthright citizenship. So now you can agree that anyone born.
I
is a citizen
conceded
of the
that
United
already.
States.
I said yeah.
Cool, good boy.
Yes,
Good
under
boy.
that
Good boy.
reading.
So why do you
under
still
the
support Trump then?
Constitution, the babies can stay here, but
Cool.
the parents gotta go, right?
Okay, why do you support mass deportation then?
Well, I support it because it's constitutional.
You support
Right?
it because slavery was constitutional, was legal. Would you have supported slavery if you could go back in time?
No, of course not.
Oh, perfect. So just because something is constitutional
your reasoning
legal
was
doesn't mean
what was your
just
reasoning?
because something is
What was your
constitutional
reasoning?
legal doesn't mean that it's morally right. So what is one material benefit from mass deportation? Go ahead, take it away.
What is one benefit
One
of mass
material benefit to
deportation?
the average American, yes.
Okay, well then wages go up.
That's going to be false, actually.
No, it's true.
According to American Immigration Council, let's talk about jobs real quick. According to American Immigration Council, for every 400,000 immigrants removed, 44,000 U.S.-born workers would lose their job. And then you're saying wages would go up. So let's say that these people actually leave the system. Therefore, they don't get there's no one getting exploited anymore. Sure, that could bring the wages up, but the after effects of the economy, such as 44,000 people losing their job, inflation skyrocketing, GDP
But
going
you can
down,
see that wages go up, right?
Is going to be a negative outcome. I'm not conceding that.
I didn't ask about the outcome.
What I'm gonna say is overall mass amnesty is
that
gonna be
point.
preferable.
You concede my point then, right?
Yeah, what's your source that wages go up in accordance with mass?
You already conceded that, stupid.
No, I said let's say I granted to you for the argument.
You did.
Yeah, for the argument. That's
Okay, so then you granted to me.
That's just
the
for me.
wages go up.
No,
You
that's
asked-
just
it's not
me
even for the
conceding it for the.
argument, right?
That's
You asked me
that's me
what's one-
continuing the argument to make sure the argument flows, buddy. Holy shit!
You
keep
asked
track.
me what was one benefit. I told you one benefit.
Sure. One benefit is going to be well. Sure, we can see that same benefit in mass amnesty. So why is mass deportation preferable than mass amnesty? If in both instances we can see higher wages.
You have to prove that the higher amnesty part.
Whenever you make people legal, whenever they're not getting exploited more and they're getting paid, that makes
Where's
wages
that source?
go up.
I don't grant that.
Hold on, they're undocumented immigrant. They're getting exploited, right? Lower wages, yes.
Sure.
Legal citizens get paid fairly, typically, yes, in accordance with the Constitution.
But that would lower the native population.
If we make them U.S. citizens. If we make them U.S. citizens, they are going to be earning more than they were when they undocumented,
No,
which
because
could
you
bring
heard the native
wages up.
population.
You fucking donut.
No, you're dumb. You hurt the native population still, and that's what's in
How do
question.
you hurt the native population?
All right, you're basically saying
you made a claim. You made a claim. Defend it. Hold on, you made a claim. Defend it. You made a claim. More crime. False.
We legalize crime. There's no crime.
False. More crime. False. Let me ask you a question. If A equals B and B equals C, does A equal C? Yes or no?
If we legalize crime,
Can you answer my question?
crime?
Listen, spit. I'll answer any
If we
question you want.
legalize crime, will there be less crime?
Okay, can you answer my question? If A
Answer
equals
mine.
B, if A equals B and B equals
No,
C, does A
if I
equal
answer
C?
your question, will you answer mine?
Every single question you want me to answer, I will answer if you answer this. If A equals B and B equals C, does A equal C? Yes or no?
If A equals B,
And B equals C, does A equal C?
yes.
Cool. A. Mass
Answer my
deportation.
question. No,
hold on. I'll answer your question. I need to make my point. I need to make my point first, and then I won't ask you any more questions. I asked you one question,
Sure,
and
go
then I
ahead.
said, and then I'm gonna finish my point, and then I'll answer any of your questions.
Go ahead.
If you said if A equals B and B equals C, A equals C. A. Mass deportation increases poverty. I don't want you to interrupt me. This is gonna take me 30 seconds.
Repeat that one more
How
time.
do we know mass deportation increases
Repeat that
crime?
one more time.
Okay. A. Mass
No,
deportation
not that part.
increases.
Not that part. Not that part.
What? Oh, I just don't want you to interrupt me. It'll take like a minute max.
Okay, sorry,
And then,
sorry.
and then I'll answer any question you want. A. Mass deportation increases crime rate. According to the American Immigration Council, a reduction of GDP will lose 1.1 to 1.7 trillion dollars. Numbers seen as close as a 2008 recession. We would see an increase in inflation, an increase in prices as well. And for every 500,000 immigrants removed, 44,000 U.S.-born workers will lose their job. Those are my sources for that. Mass deportation increases poverty. With poverty, increases crime. That's according to FBI data reports, okay? So that's B equals C. You said if A equals B and B equals C, A equals C. Mass deportation increases crime rate. Now you said, does making crime reduce crime? What was the question that you asked?
No, does making crime legal reduce crime?
If crime is legal, then it wouldn't be a crime.
That's what your point is, though. You're like,
So, yes,
if we
mass amnesty would reduce crime.
Let me.
Mass
I let
amnesty
you
would
talk.
reduce
I let you
crime.
talk.
Right.
Hold on.
Cool.
You said
Before that, can you address the point that I made that
Bro.
the whole mass deportation increases crime rate? Address that.
Dude, if I haven't looked at those numbers, if that's the case, sure, I haven't looked at those numbers.
What do you
But
wanna
hold
say?
on, let me go back to my original point.
Go
you
for it.
said, right? Well, give me one point on why it's beneficial. I pointed to the fact that wages increase. You conceded that point. Then, hold on. You said, well, if we make them citizens, right, then the citizen wages goes up, right? That was my point with, if you make crime legal, is there less crime?
Yeah. So, why I brought up mass amnesty is because under both, let's say I grant you it, higher wages happen under mass deportation. Under both scenarios, mass amnesty and mass deportation, you'll see an increase in wages as well. And then that's when
That's only because you made them
no, I know,
legal, right?
Yes, I know. And that's why I'm going to
That
address
makes
your
no
second point.
sense.
Yes,
That's what we're
I'll
not
address your second
wanting,
point.
because then
I'll
they're-
address your second point. How would that reduce crime? first off, making crime legal would mean that would be not be a crime anymore, and B, because it would be mass deportation would be preferable, or mass amnesty would be preferable than mass deportation, because I just told you, and you agreed with the actual equation, that mass deportation increases crime rate. Mass amnesty would decrease crime rate because A, undocumented immigrants are multiple times less likely to commit violent crime or bad crime per capita. So when you put them in that statistics and make them legal citizens, that will decrease the crime rates per capita. Okay. So now you can say you disagree with mass amnesty, but you cannot disagree.
Yes, because you basically made crime legal.
But you cannot disagree. But that's not even. You cannot disagree that mass amnesty is the most beneficial to American society.
No, I would actually. Okay. If you want to concede the point, right? If you're conceding the ground that you are just making it legal, therefore the crime gets anymore. Less, right? You're giving them mass amnesty, which means that the national average increases. Sure, because you put them into the national average. You're like, well, if we include them in the national average, therefore it's all okay, right? If you want to concede that, sure. And if you want to concede, I'm not willing to
preferable.
concede.
Mass amnesty is preferable, though.
I'm not. That's what I'm not willing to concede.
Why not?
That is not preferable to do.
Then how is mass deportation preferable? Then we brought up
because
wages.
It helps the native population. It helps the native population.
How does it help the native population go?
Because then their wages increase.
Yeah, that happens under mass amnesty as well.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
No, it doesn't.
Yes, it does.
How would it increase? How would adding to the
facts.
workforce? Hold on. How would adding more to the workforce? Right,
supply and demand,
make it. How would that increase wages? That's like
supply and demand.
That's basic supply and demand.
Yeah, basic supply and demand, buddy.
No, but that would decrease wages if you added them to the native population still. Huh?
What's the argument that it would decrease wages?
Okay, if you have more workers, right? Mm-hmm. Would it not be so that the wages would decrease?
No. I'm asking for your argument. You just asked me a question. I'm asking for the argument.
My argument is that if you add to the native population, it's going to inherently decrease wages. Or
what's the argument for that? You're just making a claim. What is the you made the claim? If you add to the native population, it will inherently lead to either the same or less wages. What is the argument for that? You're just repeating your claim. You're not providing.
Well, my argument is basic economics, right? You like
tell me the basic economics.
So if you have,
and tell me what economist.
Let's say I have more. Okay, if I have more jelly donuts, right? The more jelly donuts I have, I have to sell them. I can sell them at a cheaper price because there's more of them.
Hold on, wait, what? Repeat, start over, I'm lost. Sorry.
Okay.
All I heard was jelly donuts and I laughed.
If let's say I have 1,000,000 jelly donuts.
Start with a small number, buddy. Holy shit.
10 jelly donuts. I sell
10
them
jelly
for $1.
Donuts, okay. 10 jelly donuts, you sell them each for $1?
All right, yeah, okay. $10. Right, and then I'm like, hold on, I'm gonna increase how many donuts I have because I sold out of donuts, right? I'm gonna increase the amount of donuts I have, and then I'm going to decrease the price because there's more donuts. Well,
what?
I'm trying to figure out the. I don't know what the basic.
That's not analogous. What represents mass amnesty? What represents undocumented immigrants? And what represents the native population? Okay, that is not analogous in any way, shape, or form.
So I have a group of workers. So I have a question.
Sure.
So I have workers that are legal, right? Why am I getting as an employee, am I preferring the cheaper labor?
They would be here legally because we would make them legally via mass amnesty, so it wouldn't be cheaper labor.
Okay, we make them citizens and now the same rules apply. That's what you're saying, and therefore they have to pay them fair rates, right?
Yes.
So that's right. So once again, aren't you taking away from the native population there?
How would you be taking away from the native population?
By increasing competition, aren't you making it harder on the native population to get the same jobs, right?
They're already working. They're just getting exploited. Would you rather them work and get exploited, or work and not work
at all? I'd rather them not work here.
But hold on. Mass deportation overwhelmingly harms the economy, while mass amnesty benefits the economy. That's why I'm saying you have not been able to disprove that mass amnesty is preferable. You haven't been able to disprove.
I did because my thing is my original point was that it hurts the native population.
It doesn't hurt the native population.
It does.
No, it doesn't hurt the native population.
If there's more competition,
can you agree? Can you agree? Well, no. There's so if there's more people within an economy, there's also going to be more demand. No.
You're assuming the demand part. No, prove it.
I'm assuming the demand part. Hold on.
How is it that when you increase workers, you're automatically increasing many jobs? How does that work? How's that correlating?
What? No, I'm talking
You said you
supply and
increased the
demand,
amount of
basic
workers.
supply and
How
demand.
does that increase the
No,
amount of
demand.
jobs?
You didn't let me finish. I said demand for goods, goods and services. There's going to be higher demand for goods and services, which would also increase the amount of jobs, right? Because when there's a higher demand, you're gonna need more supply, right? It's basic supply and demands, right?
Okay,
That
so
way,
you're saying if we
companies have an
legalize them,
incentive.
they're gonna
Companies
want
have an
more
incentive to
stuff.
upsize, and hire more people under mass amnesty.
So because we're
Companies do
paying
not
them
have
more
an
money,
incentive to
hold
upsize
on,
or
this is
hire
what you're
mass
saying.
people under mass
Because we're
deportation.
paying them more money, or because we're paying more money, they're going to want more stuff because we're paying them more money because they're legal now and we have to do it. They're going to want more stuff, and because they want more stuff, there's going to be more demands for more jobs, right?
No, more demands for goods and services, which would increase,
Services
which would
mean
increase,
jobs, right?
would increase the amount of supply that we need, which would increase the amount of jobs that we need as well. Under mass amnesty, there's an incentive for more people to be hired, and under mass deportation, there's actually no incentive for more people to be hired. This is like the basic supply and demand. I'm not saying you understand it, but this is like as basic as I can put it.
Okay, well, hold
Literally,
on.
when you have more people
Can you answer
buying
my
things,
question? Can you answer
Sure.
my question? If you increase the amount of workers in the workforce, right?
Sure.
Is it not inherent that you're going to have more competition means it's harder, right?
More competition means it's harder. I mean, you can make that argument, sure.
That's what I'm
Like I
making.
said,
So
but
that's what
like I
hurts the
said,
native population.
but no, that's gonna be a false claim because under mass amnesty, companies have an incentive to hire more people because of the argument that I just provided. So while
But
sure,
okay,
there's gonna be
but
more
can you
more
prove
work,
that? Like, cause you just inserted
you
that.
just agreed to
You
that.
just said that.
You just agreed to it.
No, I didn't agree to it. You just said that. Yeah, no.
Do you agree that people
You just said that.
who are here
Okay,
legally
where
are
under
gonna-
where in the world under mass amnesty has there been a massive increase in jobs after amnesty?
we're America. We're not any other country.
So you can't prove your claim, historically speaking.
What? Just because
I
I
asked
can't
you
point
for
to
a
any other
source.
country, just because
Yeah.
I can't point to any other country doesn't mean that
So you
like
made it up.
I'm wrong.
So you made it up.
Dude, holy shit. When people buy more, there's an increase for demands and goods.
So you're just assuming these immigrants are going to come
hold on.
in. Don't most of these immigrants send money back to their homes?
No, that's not true. What's your source?
They do.
For that? What's your source?
What is it? What is it? I think it's like 5 or 15% of Mexico's GDP is what is it?
What's your
Remittances.
source? What's your source?
I got you. Give me 1 second.
I mean, okay, most of them send money back.
Hold on. Let me search it up.
Sure. Make sure to hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe if you're over on YouTube. If you're over here on TikTok, double tap that phone to give you out already. Repost the live, share the live, do all the wonderful things.
It's 4%. 4% of Mexico's GDP is remittances.
According to whom?
CSIS.
What's the title?
Fucking understanding the impact of remittances in Mexico's economy, safeguard their future impact.
How much of it is from the United States? Because you also know that undocumented immigrants go to other countries as well, and they could send money from those countries.
7.5% of global remittances. Hold on, shush. Oh, no, I gotta find it. I don't know that particular question. Comes from USA.
Because your own source says that this includes like the whole entire
3.5%. 3.5
3.5%. What's the
of
source for that one?
Mexico's GDP. 3.5% of Mexico's GDP is USA remittances.
What's the source for that?
62 billion dollars.
What's the source for that one?
Also, what is it? This is what is it? The Naskin Center.
What's the title?
The 1% of U.S. remittances levy impact on Mexico and India.
The Naskin Center. You said 1% of U.S. mentioned levy impacts on Mexico and India. As in one big beautiful bill into law.
It's under Mexico. The section under Mexico.
Sure. Okay, sure, yeah, 3.5% sure comes from the United States. No, is it bad?
So yeah, how do you not know they're just going to start increasingly sending money back to their other countries when they already do it now?
Yeah, because they would still need to.
I have more evidence on my side than you do yours. Show me evidence of yours.
Again, basic supply and demand. Holy shit.
Oh, basic supply. I couldn't say that earlier. You laughed at me earlier when I said that, but now you're saying. Isn't that funny how the
yes,
turntables?
you said basic supply and demand.
Yeah, and then you laughed. And then you laughed.
Yeah, the reason why I laughed.
And then now I'm laughing. Now you didn't accept it, and now you're using it. Yeah, now
the reason why I laughed.
Yeah, no. Yeah, no, I'm not accepting that. You didn't grant me that. I'm not granting you that.
Can I talk?
Go ahead.
The reason why I laughed is because right after you said that, you literally just kept on repeating your claim 4 times in a row. Not because you made the claim.
So the amount of times I repeated
if you told me something and said basic supply and demand, I would like you to explain the basic supply and demand.
Come on, bro. You concede this? Can you at least concede that there is a benefit to mass deportations? You asked me for one. You asked me. This is why we're here. This is why we got here. You asked me for one benefit. I gave you one benefit.
But that benefit of higher wages occurs under mass amnesty as well.
You haven't proved it. You just said supply demand, bro.
No, that's not
supply demand, bro. And I said that they're more likely going to send money back to Mexico.
Brennan Center. Hold on, not Brennan Center. Sorry, wrong source. Sorry. Give me a second. You asked me for a source. I'm providing you a source for the claim that the mass amnesty increases wages. So a nonpartisan think tank, the Baker Institute. That's going to be my source.
All right. What does it say? Like what I want to see. Give me what's the.
How granting an amnesty to undocumented immigrants could boost the U.S. Labor market. Tells you a lot of things here. Income. Tells you a bunch of things here.
What was it? How mass amnesty could what?
Let's see. How granting amnesty to undocumented immigrants could boost the U.S. labor market. Are you just like denying that mass like? Okay.
Well, dude, your whole reasoning was supply demand.
No, my reason for supply and demand is that they would be spending more. That's the reasoning. That would mean an increase in demand, an increase in supply, an increase for the amount of jobs needed, which would be the incentive for companies to upsize and actually hire more people. Compared to mass amnesty, there is no incentive because according to the American Immigration Council, for every 500,000 immigrants to move 44,000 just one workers would lose their jobs.
You said that mass amnesty would be more beneficial. You said more beneficial, right?
Than mass deportation, yeah.
Yeah, here we go. Their number is this will approximately help grow the U.S. by 4 to 5%, which translates to $4 billion per year versus the $64 billion per year they send back to Mexico. Okay, so it sounds like they're helping their own people who are not. They're not helping us.
You read the whole entire article in less than
the overview. I don't even have to read. The overview just says it right here.
Overview?
That translates to roughly $14 billion per year.
The AI overview. You read the AI overview?
No, I mean I'm on the Baker Institute's page. The overview on there's literally a section that says overview.
I see that. Right. I see that.
Yeah. Okay. And it literally says in their overview, right, would grow approximately 4 to 5%. This translates to roughly $14 billion per year.
On top of how much do they already contribute? Guess how much? They contribute $100 billion in taxes, $22 billion in Social Security, $6 billion in Medicaid, $1.1 to $1.7 trillion into the GDP.
You want to play that game? You want to play the numbers in the game? Let's find out how much they take in welfare. You really want to go there?
How much do they take in welfare? Yeah, how much do they take?
Oh, let's do it. I have this one already.
What welfare do they got? I have a question. What welfare?
Oh, they have that, dude. I got the source for you, buddy. Give me a second.
Yeah, I got you. I know what you're gonna bring up, and I know how to easily disprove that.
No, you don't.
I do. Is it healthcare?
No. Well, that's part of it. Well, that's just one part of it.
Do you want to bring up that point?
Well, that's going to be part of the point because it encompasses all healthcare, Medicare.
Sure. Let me just debunk the healthcare point. It
gets EBT, SNAP, all of the welfare.
Perfect. Let me just debunk the healthcare point real quick. So what you're going to argue here is that they take out $6 billion every year. That's going to be false. What we're referencing here, $6 billion are spent on uninsured individuals in emergency rooms. What does uninsured individuals mean? It means American citizens and undocumented immigrants. American citizens, some of them are uninsured who go to the doctor. So let's say I granted you $6 billion in healthcare, okay? Let's say there's not a single U.S. citizen that is uninsured that has gone to the ER, right? I doubt it, absolutely doubt it, and that's not what the statistics show. But for the love of the game, I'll grant it to you. They spend $6 billion in Medicaid.
It's more than $6 billion. Give me a second.
It's hold on. For uninsured emergency room visits.
No, it's
$6
far
billion.
more than healthcare. It's $6 billion. It's the totality of what is it? Immigrants that you of all the welfare systems, all the welfare
undocumented immigrants
not
don't
just
qualify for
healthcare.
federal benefits.
They fake it. They can fake documents all the time. They find these things all the time. But give me a second to give you the source.
Okay, are you talking about like identity fraud?
Yes, they do it all the time.
Yeah, I support them getting the punishment for identity fraud.
Yeah, but like that's how most of them are getting these benefits, and they're racking up.
How much money do they spend on identity fraud?
And they're racking up hundreds of billions of dollars.
Yeah, what's your source?
Not 6 billion, hundreds of billions.
It is true that $6 billion are spent every year on.
It's not 6 billion.
People.
It's hundreds of billions
on uninsured people in ER. That is true.
Sure, and uninsured people. Yeah, that's just one. That's just one form.
Yeah, but what's your source that they spend hundreds of billions of dollars?
I'm getting it. You keep asking me questions.
It's the same question. Holy shit.
No, it's not. You're pivoting to specifically one thing. I'm talking about the welfare in general.
But can you agree since 1993 with the Workers' Responsibility Act, they don't qualify for any federal benefits, right? Legally,
sure.
they don't
What does that have to do with them still doing it? It's illegal. Did you know?
I'm just saying you know that because some people listen. I'm not saying that you said that. I'm just saying that some people come on here and say that they do qualify for them. Okay, I'm just saying make sure that you're like smarter than the average Trump supporter.
Sure, I'm not saying that. But did you know that murder is illegal? Right?
Since when? What?
Did you know? Yeah. Did you know murder's illegal? That's crazy.
I did not know that.
And did you know people still do it?
Really?
Yeah.
Say swear, bro.
Yeah, I swear to God, dude.
Say swear.
Hand on the Bible. Hand on the Bible.
Hand on the Bible, man.
I'm gonna kiss.
I don't believe you.
Icon Mary right now and say it.
I don't believe you.
All right, but let me find this source for you really quick.
Go ahead, take it away. Take your time. Make sure you guys are double tapping that phone screen if you haven't already. Make sure to repost and like, share the live, do all the wonderful things. If you're on YouTube, hit that thumbs up, hit the subscribe. Once you hit that subscribe button, click on the bell icon and click on all, so you get notifications whenever I'm on here. Someone said $23 trillion, brother, and you have an Israeli flag in over on YouTube. $23 trillion is insane. Oh no, my bad. No, that's my bad. You're talking about my bad. You're talking about Israel. Whoops, I should have read the comment below. Trump pocketed over 60 million of his Trump supporters' money as a grift phone. Yo, buddy, hey, Spit, did you buy the Trump phone? Absolutely, I bought 6 of them. $600 went into the pockets of Don Jr. Trump or whatever. Don Trump Jr. And you are not getting 6 phones, buddy. Holy shit. Oh my god, these grifters, bro. Magas are such grifters. By the way, that last guy who I banned still owes me $20. He's trolling? Yeah, I know he's trolling. I would hope I know he's trolling, or else I suck at what I do. Okay, what is it? The Center for Immigration Studies estimates that it's 100 to 150 billion. Let me find it. Where are you? Please don't let it be a far-right think tank. Please don't let it be far-right, please. Quite frankly, let it be nonpartisan, because the source I gave you was nonpartisan. Baker Institute, nonpartisan. What does it matter if it's partisan or not? If a far-right think tank is trying to write any form of like statistics, which way are they typically going to lean? Right or left? Sure, but what does it matter if their methodology is good? Well, that's why we'll take a look at their methodology, because you do know some of those statistics count for undocumented immigrants' children who are citizens. That's what I want you to be careful for. I'm warning you before you even give me the statistics. Make sure they do not count for the children who are citizens, okay? Because I know one far-right think tank that does that, and that will make you lose the debate so hard and fumble, okay? So I'm giving you a warning. Make sure that they don't count for the children of undocumented immigrants who are here legally. Okay, because they are citizens. So make sure they don't count that.
All right. This one's a bit of a long one. But
Sure, what's the title?
I thought I saved it, and I fucking couldn't find it in my bookmarks, and I was like, oh, I gotta organize these better. But fucking, I had to use AI to search it up. Sorry, because I was like, the Google was not giving me it. I was like, fucking, where is this? But
What's the title?
as what is it? Welfare use by immigration and the U.S. born 2024. Comparing programs used by foreign and U.S. born head households.
Question: U.S. born. That's a fumble. I literally warned you. U.S. born. Those are citizens.
No, and the U.S. born. So it's like separating
Yes,
them.
but
Welfare used by-
these statistics count for U.S. born in the same
Hold on, hold
title.
on. This one, okay, listen. This one is separate. This what 53% of
CIS?
hold on, 53% of households.
Hold on.
headed-
I want to make sure I'm looking at the right source. Is it CIS.org? Welfare is used by undocumented by immigrants and
Yes,
US
read.
born
It's not
2022?
saying
Is it
there
2022?
are split statistics
Hold on,
here.
what
There's-
year? 2022 or which one?
2024 is the one I'm looking at, but there are split statistics. They have split statistics. They're not lumping them together. They have them split.
Hold on. So what is the article, not the title, but who's the publisher? Like, what's the organization?
What is it? Center for Immigration Studies. Stephen A. Stephen
Center for Immigration. You said 2024?
Yeah.
I'm seeing 2022. Give me a second, and I can search up 2024. Because I see another source that says 2024. Which actually, let me pull it up. We can take a look at both, just to compare. Minnesota House of Representatives. We'll take a look at that, and then you said 2024.
Yeah.
CIS. Let's see. Okay, I see it. Yes, I see it. Perfect. Cool. Yeah. The first statistic you read, the 2024 CIPP indicates that 53% of households headed by immigrants, naturalized citizens, legal residents, and illegal immigrants used one or more major welfare programs.
Yeah, 53% of immigrants. Yeah, so
Yes, yes, immigrants. It says naturalized citizens, legal residents, and
then
illegal
37%
immigrants.
compared to the native born, which aren't even doing it, which means these people are more of a burden.
Hold on. But native born, what you're counting here, the 53% counts for legal citizens, and I told you to watch out for this. You made the claim that
No, they're not
undocumented
legal
immigrants
citizens.
spend
They're legal
It
residents.
literally says
They're not
naturalized
citizens.
naturalized citizens.
Okay,
so being
yeah,
a
they
legal
do.
citizen,
It does, okay.
legal residents are here legally, and illegal immigrants. Those are. I only want to take a look at one. Illegal immigrants is the only one I take a look at. Okay, so that number is going to be way lower, way lower. Okay.
Well, hold on. That's just one citing of it. Hold on, because I'm pretty sure.
And then the next one says the rate is 95% for non-citizen households. Well, what's a non-citizen? A resident, a green card holder, It even says there, e.g., green card holders,
Well, those
illegal
are
immigrants.
why are green card holders on welfare?
Because they're here legally, you donut.
No,
Anyways,
no, they
give me
shouldn't
an
be on
actual
welfare. No, wait,
statistic.
hold on. No,
That's
no,
your
they shouldn't be
opinion,
on
but they
welfare.
legally have the
So
choice.
you get to come over here, right?
Yes.
Say you're making the place better,
Yes.
and then just leech
they
off the
are.
system.
They're not leeching off. They're literally. You
They
have
literally
failed
are.
You have failed to provide the undocumented immigrants take out more than they put in. You said that they spend hundreds of billions of dollars. Every source that you've given talks about them and including other groups of individuals.
Not that
as
source
well.
that you just listed. Not that one. They put 59. I'm not counting green card holders as citizens.
They are counting green. Hold on. They
Those are not
Hold on, I have a question.
59%. Yeah, you said 59% of non-citizen holders. Yeah,
Is a
I'm not
resident a
count-
citizen?
Is a resident a citizen? In here, they're saying green card holders.
No, those are two. Is a resident a citizen? Yes or no?
I'm not fully sure, but green card
A resident
holders
is not a citizen.
I'm not sure.
Green card holder is not a citizen. Those people are here legally. What's up, Kelsey? Those people are here
but once
legally.
again, why are they on welfare? It doesn't matter if you're here legally. Like if
Because-
you're here to, it doesn't matter. You shouldn't be on welfare if you're not a citizen.
Well, that's not what the law says, buddy.
No, what is it?
You're moving the goalpost. You're moving the goalpost.
It's illegal for illegal immigrants, people who are not undocumented immigrants, to be on the welfare system. You admitted that.
Yes.
Okay, so then once again,
This is referencing green card holders. It's referencing.
and here it's saying 59% of them are. It's saying 59% of them are on welfare.
Yeah. Who?
59% of them are breaking the law.
59% of what?
Illegals.
No, non-citizens.
No. It's not. Green card holders are non-citizens.
I'm reading it.
It
Hold
says.
on. Can I quote it verbatim?
Second one, yeah.
Quote. The rate is 59% for non-citizens household.
And then what's non-citizen? What define non-citizen?
Someone who is not a citizen.
No. That's circular. What are they defining it as?
Okay, if you want the definition of a citizen,
No, what are they defining it as? Non-citizen. No, in the paper it says it. What a non-citizen is. It says green card holders or
do you know what
immigrants.
EG means? Do you know what EG means? What does EG mean?
What is it? It just means stuff
Example.
like.
No, yes, example. So they're not giving us a definition of what non-citizen is. They're giving us examples. They're not going to put all of the examples within the
fine.
EG.
I'll
EG
grant
is just
you that then.
perfect.
I still think
so non-citizens, 59% of non-citizens. That doesn't mean 59% of illegal immigrants. So provide me a source that says that they spend hundreds of billions of dollars. Who is they?
Okay, but you agree
might
that
be asking.
59% of
Illegal
illegals
immigrants.
are on non-citizens.
Yes,
are
non-citizens.
on non-citizens. Undocumented people are on welfare when they shouldn't be.
They should be.
No. Legally
Because
speaking.
they need it.
Legally speaking.
Non-citizens, i.e., residents, green card holders, they have access to welfare.
No. Illegals.
Yes, undocumented immigrants cannot be on welfare. I already said that.
And they are, right? And this thing is saying that the
They're
majority
saying
of them
non-citizens are. No,
No,
they're not
the majority
saying,
of them are, right?
Out of the 59%, what does this source say that is undocumented immigrants? So what percent of the 59 are undocumented immigrants? You said a majority of them are out of the 59%. What percentage of them? Go ahead.
What percentage of the percentage are illegals? Well, what is it? I'm not fully sure. on that part.
CIS is going to be like a that's even going to be like a far right think tank. I'm not going to like discredit it just because it's a right wing think tank. It's still proving my point, right? But yeah, how many percent of 59 are undocumented
I would say
immigrants?
it's not proving your point at all.
Yeah, but can you answer the question?
What was the question one more time?
What percentage of the percentage are undocumented immigrants?
What percent? I'm not sure. It doesn't say that here.
Perfect. So then you can't say a majority of them are illegal immigrants that are part of the 59. You can't say that because the reference is the rate is 59% of non-citizens. Okay, and then it gives examples. It gives two examples: green card holders and illegal immigrants. Guess what else is a non-citizen? A resident. They're non-citizen.
Hold on, there it is. There's a graph right here. It says 53% all illegal. Oh wait, no, it says immigrant. No, fucking non-citizen, all immigrant, headed house, immigrant. So
immigrants.
Hold on, not
is not
non-citizen.
illegal immigrants.
So immigrants and non-immigrants, because they separate them here. It says we have legal immigrants and we have non.
What do they define as immigrants and what do they define as non-citizens?
People that here that have what is it? What are the, I'm not sure how they define.
So then you can't tell whether or not they're referencing illegal immigrants. So sorry.
Well, we know the non-citizens are referencing illegals.
No, you don't. How do you know that? What's a non-citizen?
It says that's part of the group.
Yes, undocumented immigrants are part of
the non-citizen group.
Non-citizens because they're not.
Okay, so and then they also separated here in the chart.
Guess who else is a non-citizen?
Hold on, they have separated here in the chart.
Green card
Immigrants,
holders,
legal
asylum
immigrants.
seekers. Asylum seekers are non-citizens. What's the fucking
majority of immigrants aren't asylum seekers.
Residents
no,
are not
majority of illegal immigrants aren't asylum seekers.
I never said that. I never made that claim.
Okay, sure, but then what is it? That non-citizen.
I made the claim that non-citizens are resident green card holders and asylum seekers and a bunch of other examples. Okay, so you cannot say that most of them are illegal immigrants because it literally says on this graph, U.S.-born headed households, blue, all immigrant-headed households and non-citizens-headed households, right? It is the case that immigrants can be citizens, but there could be some immigrants that are not citizens, right?
I'm reading this other graph here. There could be some. Well, wait, hold on. No one is a citizen. No one is a citizen in the orange chart. All right, like in the orange.
Yes, no one is a citizen. Yes.
And what is it? It says that 59% of these non-citizens are
same number, dude. Anyway, yes, 50. But what do you classify as a non-citizen? Someone who's a green card holder, someone who's an asylum seeker, someone who's a
and they shouldn't be here on welfare. Why?
Yes, they can because they're here legally. But they're here legally.
No, the non-citizen, like, what is it? Hold on, like you're assuming that the majority of them are.
Prove it wrong. You made the claim that a majority of them are. You failed to prove it.
I'm saying the majority aren't. I'm saying the majority are illegals, and you're saying the majority are.
Prove it.
We both have claims.
I asked you to prove it.
We both have claims here. We have to prove.
No. You were the first one to make a claim. You said that a majority of the 59% are illegal immigrants. Prove it. You made the claim first. Prove it. That's all I'm asking you to do. Just prove that a majority of them are.
The majority of the non-citizens that are taking the welfare are illegals.
Yeah, prove it.
No, I can't do that right now, unfortunately. I'll concede that part.
Therefore, you don't have any evidence.
Well, no, I have evidence. What is it? I have evidence that they do that. They are taking from the system, and you're just saying that, oh well, they're putting back into the system. But what is it?
I told you non-citizens. First off, non-citizens is a very vague classification, but undocumented immigrants, I said, let's grant it to you. Let's take a look at healthcare. Okay, healthcare. $6 billion is spent on uninsured people every year. Some citizens are uninsured, but let's grant it to you and say every single dollar spent was an undocumented immigrant. $6 billion on healthcare for undocumented immigrants for emergency rooms. Okay, bipartisan support. Both Republicans and Democrats agree with that. Guess what? Undocumented immigrants contribute $6 billion into Medicaid. There it evens it out. They also contribute $22 billion in Social Security, $100 billion in taxes, federal, local, and state, $1.1 to $1.7 trillion in the GDP, and also a majority of them are not paying taxes, so they're contributing a lot, and it's not a majority of them. So when we do mass amnesty, we're going to see billions, hundreds of billions, if not trillions of dollars more, because those undocumented immigrants that are not paying taxes currently will be legal citizens who will be paying taxes. What the fuck? Making us have hundreds of billions of dollars in revenue. I can't talk. You get the point. And then one thing I'll add, which I bring up a couple of times, you can also pay the undocumented immigrants that get mass amnesty 6 to 7% in taxes for 7 years. That would give us billions of dollars more. I'm just saying, mass amnesty is preferable.
Well, no, hold on, because what is it? You still need to like what was the total number what was the total number that you said they bring into the system?
$100 billion roughly in
$100 billion. Is that
local, state, and
illegals or
federal.
legals?
No, those are undocumented immigrants.
Those are undocumented immigrants. And what's your source for that?
American Immigration Council. Just search up American Immigration Council. How much do undocumented immigrants pay? They're gonna give you, I think the rough estimate is 98 billion, right? And then you can split that, like a couple tens of billions goes to the federal, and then you have the other going to the state and local level. Tokenism? I'm confused. Maybe I missed it. I'm like half asleep. I'm not. I wouldn't put that past him. I wouldn't put that past him. I didn't put the poll. Fuck. There's gonna be a poll over on YouTube. Sorry, I missed it. There's quite a bit of people over on YouTube, so I'll put the poll. Make sure to go vote. Get a new guest. Yeah, once we finish this conversation, I'll get a new guest. There's a poll. Quote unquote, this kid is really DUMB. Yeah, after this, I am going to move on to the next guest.
Well, I sort of got. I'm trying to find it in.
No, you're good, but I'm just letting you. We've been talking like 45 minutes, so I'm probably going to get.
No, I get that. Yeah, I get that. Listen, I have to read these fucking sources because I'm pretty sure I don't think these are correct, and I'm pretty sure my source does say how much undocumented people take in welfare. I just can't find it in the chart right now. What is it? Because I know the CIS.org does say the specific number. I'm trying to find where it is in the chart where it says how much they take in benefits.
The title for the PDF document is going to be Mass Deportation: Devastating Cost to America and its Budget and Economy, according to American Immigration Council. That's the title. Mass Deportation: Devastating Cost to America, its Budget and Economy. Okay, and it's going to be, I think, page 6 or 7. One of those. It's going to tell you how much they contribute. Yes, page 6 and 7. It'll tell you what they contribute on Medicaid, Social Security, and taxes. Okay, I'll leave it at that. You can fact check me. Did you get the title?
What was it? What'd you say one more time? Sorry, I'm reading.
The title is going to be Mass Deportation: Devastating Cost to America, its Budgets and Economy. It's going to be a PDF document.
Okay.
Is there any other points you wanted to bring up before I disconnect you?
No, you get to the next guy. It was fun.
Appreciate you coming up here. You're like...